Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Jimmy James. You're watching Catch It Live First. Thank you for joining me. Early chance there for Wisla Krakow with a shot. Keeper does well enough. Apologies we're a little bit late. I had not a technical error. Suppose bladder function. I don't think I would have lasted till half time, so I went for a quick piddle. all the secrets are coming out now. I've just had a message from Adrian. I met him in Poland when me and Frankie were there last week. He's at the game. He's just sent me a picture. Enjoy it, mate. Enjoy it. We are back after the winter break. This is more like it. Normal service has been resumed. A little bit of time away from the stresses of work. This is what we want. There's Mariusz Jop. Hat on, arms folded. I think there's a little bit of snow in the air in Krakow. Anybody who is watching in Poland tonight, dzień dobry, nie mówię po polski, angielski, dziękuję bardzo. Jestem Jimmy Jamza. Jazda! Come on, Wisla. I wasn't impressed with our mid-season break friendly matches. Not impressed at all. More about that at half-time. Tonight's opponents, Tychy, decent enough team. We should be taking all 3 points. They're languishing at the bottom of the league. Not actually at the bottom, but just one place outside of the drop zone. So I'm fully hoping for 3 points tonight. Frankie James is in live chat. She says, hey, Jimmy. Hey, Frankie. Let's go through the team lineups. You know what I'm going to say, don't you already? You know what I'm going to say. Just see what happens here. Edge of the box. Nice ball through the middle there. Geiger was playing 2 players on side there. It's a good job that ball got cut out. Team lineups. They are here. I've seen them. That's how I know. Ah, there we go. That's why I'm a little bit disappointed. Although not surprised. So, what we'll do, first of all, we'll go through GKS Tychy, or GKS Tychy. I can't say Tychy, so I'll say Tychy. Apologies. In goal for Tychy, Madrik. They go in with the back 3, allegedly. In the centre, Lesicki. Where did he used to play? Used to be at Wisla, didn't he? He went in the transfer window. Agiza! Agiza's in live chat. He says, look lively, boys. Geezer is in the house. Hello all. Hello, Agiza. I hope you're doing all right, mate. Good to see you in live chat. Adrian's just sent me a message over WhatsApp now. He's at the stadium. He sent me a cracking picture. Wisla, that's going to go out of play. So yeah, we'll finish going through the lineups quickly. Teklo, Lesicki, now with Tychy, once of Wisla, and Silver. That's in theory a back 3. I'll be surprised. Then they go with Kablinger, Bieronsky, Listkovsky, and Blachowicz. They also go with the front 3 in theory. Lysiak, Rumin centre forward, decent enough, shouldn't cause us any problems though really, as long as we're on the ball. Baranski down the left hand side. Right, now we go with Wisla. In goal, no surprise. Likiewicz. Krzyzanowski at left back, Raul Geiger at right back, Biedrzycki centre half. Next up, Joseph Colley gets a starting place in Mariusz Jop's team for this round 20 tie of the BetClic 1 Liga over in Poland. We're back after a winter break. Oh, I've been waiting for this. Oh, how I've been waiting for this. Right, so that's your back forward for Wisla. Then we go with Igbekim and Mark Cabo Bellapart in the centre of midfield. No surprise there. On the left, Duarte gets his place back now that Bozic is obviously injured. I think he's out for another 5 or 6 weeks. On the right-hand side, we've got Kaziemka. No surprise there. And up front, we've got Radado. No surprise there. In behind Radado, we have got Ertahala. Right. I'll get behind him. Adrian convinces me that he's the man for the job. I don't agree. We spoke about it. Well, I didn't speak too much because of my jaw aching and my teeth hurting. I'd just had a couple of teeth out. But Adrian is convinced that he's the man for the job. So we will see. I put my glasses on as well. That'd help. Squinting at what's being put in live chat. Oh, that's better, marginally. Frankie says, hey, Agiza. Frankie's in too. Agiza says they have no excuse now. Frankie says, come on, Wisla. Ertehaler's going to swing one in from that right-hand side. Absolute dog shite. Right, it's not me. You've just seen that. All right, it's just one example, and you know, it's just rubbish. It's early on. Let's stamp our authority in on this game. Absolute awful delivery. I mean, the only people or the only things that were in danger of getting the heads on that was worms. Ronaldo took one in there. Yeah, I've got a good dentist if you need one. Dr. Bartosz Gill, my dentist, he can sort you out, Ronaldo. He's a legend. I had to have a medical extraction there at the back where your wisdom teeth are. Had to break the tooth and that. Felt no pain whatsoever. Can't believe it. And I had another one out up there that was cracked because I'm going to put an implant into it. Yep, I'll take them out. No pain, can't believe it. But back to the football. Right, Biedrzycki on the ball, plays it to Geiger, who sorted his feet out eventually, put it long down that channel looking for Ertehaler. Ertehaler's not going to win that in the air though. And Chicha on the ball. I'm not sure what the crowd is tonight. The last I saw it was around 17,000. It might have grown now, but it's cold weather over there at the moment. So a few maybe at home watching on TV. Nothing like the actual atmosphere of being there though, is there? Oh, it's warm in here. It's warm. I came in and turned my shed heating on. Sorry, state-of-the-art studio heating. And just to make sure there was no condensation, no damp or anything like that. It's all insulated, but you know what it's like. And I'm paying the price now. In fact, I might have to open that. I'll have to open the door just for a second or two. So if you hear any outside noise, apologies. It'll only be birds tweeting. We've got a robin that tweets its little heart out of an evening. And we read up on it. I don't know if it's a mating call or telling everyone else to get away. Could be either. You might hear it in the background. Real nice noise. I thought the referee had blown his whistle then, the way that Biedrzycki nonchalantly took that on his thigh. But no. Geiger, we're making the pitch big as well, because Ziemka's got chalk on his boots on that far side. Duarte hasn't, he's pretty central. In live chat, Jaden Ward's in live chat all the way from Oz, or are you back in Poland with your good lady to be? Jaden says, hello Jimmy, hello team. The geezer says, we will be 40 to 40 below freezing this weekend. Wow, that is chilly, mate. That's the kind of temperature that when you get a dripping nose, you get an icicle. Cold enough. Here we are, Ertehaler in the penalty area gets dispossessed. I just got giddy then for a minute. Yeah, freeze the flame on your lighter, as the saying goes. Yeah, it's a little bit disappointing that in them sparring matches that we had in the mid-season break, that Bozic got that injury. And it's annoying the way he got it as well, because he actually kicked the defender. But he's done his ankle, and I think he's got about another 6 weeks out, something like that, because he was starting to make this left-hand side his own. He's a quality player. Definitely a quality player. The good thing is you can have Duarte playing through the centre as well, so it's not like you don't have a place for Duarte in the team. He needs to find a little bit of form. Lovely turn inside there from Ziemka. Put a shot in. He drives one forward, but it was always rising over the keeper's crossbar. Good intent that though from Ziemka early on. He's got the fullback on toast. That'll have the fullback there, giving him an extra yard now that he's done that. And interesting to note, that shot was with his right foot. Plenty of power behind that, considering his he likes his left foot as well, doesn't he? He can put a shot in with that, we've seen. Better shut this door now. We've got some hailstorm coming. What's going on in live chat? Frankie James says, hi Jaden. Jaden was still in Oz, mate. Just woke up from the alarm clock, 5:30 a.m. I need a coffee. Commitment to the cause. Yourself and the geezer. A geezer gets up at some godly hours as well because he's in the US of A. Chancey for Wisla, edge of the box, Ertahal. Put a shot in. He puts a shot in that it's blocked. Right thing to do there from Ertahal. Just a pity we'll never see whether it was going to beat the keeper or not. Yeah, Jaden, you and a geezer, that's what I like to see, commitment. A geezer normally has a strong coffee and a cigarette in the morning, man after my own heart. Jaden says, it's a beautiful 28 degrees today here on the Gold Coast. A geezer says, keep him on the back foot. Grind. Oh, that's unlucky, that, from Krasnovsky. Now the referees got in the way. It's been a positive start from Wisla in this first 12 and a half minutes. Still 0-0. But we've had a couple of opportunities to get shots away. And not quite come off. I'm just hoping that Ertahal can find that form again. And then we can, as Easy says, we can grind away, get that meat grinder out, get it so that nobody wants to come to. It's not going to be the R22, what's the new stadium going to be called? I forgot to mention that. Yaroslav Kralevsky, his company, is it Cinerise? They're going to change the name. They're going to sponsor the stadium, so it's the Cinerise Stadium. Maybe that's what he meant when he said we need a new stadium. And he was teasing. I was thinking where they're going to get the money from to build a new stadium. Well, we've got a new stadium in name only. A little bit disappointing, that. And I believe now, so the plan was, and I don't think anything's changed, I haven't heard anything's changed, that we're going to be sharing the stadium for the rest of this season now with BetClic Krakow. New manager is Wisla's ex-manager now, Moskal. He's going to have his work cut out at BetClic Krakow. Not because he's not up to the job, it's just how he's going to cope with the owner, who wants to get involved in everything team selection wise, I believe, but that's down to him. Good clearance there from Biedrzycki, stretching his legs, needed to make that tackle because it looks like Baranski for Tychy has got some pace on him. But Biedrzycki was up to the challenge there. I've seen some comments on social media about people slating Biedrzycki, saying he's not good enough, and it's like, he was probably our most consistent defender for the first half of this season, obviously with the absence of Alan Uriga. No place today for Grudgic at the start, which is whether he's picked up a knock or whether something's going on, but Joseph Colley gets a starting place. He was supposed to be going on, being sold, wasn't he, over this winter break? I forget where he was going to go now. Was it Odra Rapole, or he might have even been Tychy? But nice long ball there to Kaziemka into the penalty area. He's been given offside. Maybe. But obviously, with the shock departure of Lisicki to today's opponents, GKS Tychy. Yeah, just offside. Good call that by the assistant on the far side. Didn't need VAR. Yeah, so because of that departure of Lisicki, Wisla, understandably, there he is, the man himself on the ball. Wisla didn't want to get rid of Joseph Colley, maybe because he decided he would stay. Maybe this is his payback for showing a bit of loyalty to the club and not kicking up a fuss. We shall see. Plus tonight's opponents aren't going to cause him too much problems, I don't think. Jaden says, bloody hell, what a turnout considering the freezing cold. I know, mate. Me and Frankie was last week and we just missed the ultra cold weather that was coming. I think it was going to go down to -25 or something. While we were there, it was, what, -7, -10, something like that. But, yeah, it was beautiful, as always. And I don't know if you know Jaden, but we met up with Adrian, who's in live chat. He's sent me a message. He's actually there tonight. So, well done him. But what a nice young chap. Really, really nice, polite, well-spoken, great English. I just wish I could have been more chatty with him. It's just I'd had 2 teeth extracted in my jaw and the medication and the pain meds were kicking in. You throw a few beers down there and it's... I had a hard time keeping my eyes open, I've got to say. 16, almost 17 minutes gone. This were 0, Tychy 0. Tychy not really shown anything going forward so far. This were have had a couple of half chances. A shot from Kaziemka that ultimately went over the crossbar. But we've got... Oh, no. I know what that means. I know what that means. Tychy have scored. Oh, schoolboy error as well. I haven't covered that up. Right, we're going to have to change that. For fuck's sake. Right, we're playing it out from the back. Please tell me we've not given it away here. Doing this. What a stupid pass. Absolute dog shit. Absolute dog shit, that. I don't know why they VAR in it. That pass from Lakiewicz was absolute shambles. First game back after the winter break. We did this, you know, during the sparring match as well, playing it out from the back. Absolute garbage. If that's come from the coach, if that's come from Marius Jopp, hang your head in shame, you clown. Fuck's sake. I don't like swearing in case there's kids watching, so apologies. All I can do is apologise, but that's not good enough. What is that pass? He's already... They did that exact same thing last season. Exact same player. Carbo. I mean, he was under pressure. Why Carbo's gone back for that ball? He should know better. Don't even show for it. Turn your back and go up the field. Don't give Lakiewicz the option to make a bad pass, which is what he's just done. It's like, come on, lads, grow up. You're supposed to be professional footballers. Fucking great start. I was really feeling really positive coming into this. I thought, let's go and get a 4-0. We may well go and win this. We may well do. But that is not a good start. And this is a continuation of the absolute dross that we've seen in them sparring matches. Not good enough. Not good enough at all. It needs to change. It's just what's it going to take for it to change? Play it out from the back, that's fine. But not every single time you have the ball do you have to play it out from the back. Sometimes a good agricultural lump up the field is what's needed, or else you end up with that. On the back foot again now. That's going to put a spring in Tychy's step as well. All through clowning about at the back. How on earth did that... How... Lakiewicz is looking right at Carbo. He must see that there's a Tychy player right at the side of him. Just hoof it. Yeah, Ertahala's not going to keep that in either. Oh, right, live chat. What's going on in there? Jaden Ward says, nice, for fuck's sake. He says, at least it was not a team mistake. One individual that fucked up. The geezer says, come on, boys, consider the rest of poor Frankie's night. Jaden Ward says, gifted them a goal. That's exactly what it is. It's a gift. Right, what we're going to do here now, you're going to launch it long because you have to, you're under pressure. Well, you were under pressure for the goal, so you should have launched it long then. It will sink in eventually. That's twice now we've done it. Lakiewicz to Carbo. Carbo coming deep for the ball with a player on his shoulder. And twice, Lakievich has given him the ball. Carbo's been dispossessed. That's not Carbo's fault. That's not on Carbo. That's on Lakievich because he's looking right at him. Rather than do that, put it out for a corner. Absolute shambles. I just can't be doing with that. I can't be having it, I'm afraid. I think I'm going to have to get the trumpet out. It's no good shouting attack, 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 attack. We need to learn how to defend first. This we're trying to hold that line on the 18-yard box, which they will do. That's a rubbish camera angle. That's a little bit better. Not a good free kick that. Headed clear by Ridado. Put back into the penalty area, one in the air by Joseph Colley. Second ball's won though by Tychy. Did clear by Biedrzycki. Ridado finishes it off, but Wisla, we're just getting sat in for a minute now. They've got an extra spring in the step since we gifted them that goal of Tychy. Do you know, we came into tonight, and I put in the description of this video, we had a poor mid-season break. We'll want to come in tonight and get a result and at least maintain our 9-point lead at the top of the BetClic 1 Liga. And within not even 20 minutes, we gift a goal. It's like, does this club want to make it as hard for themselves as possible to get back into the extra classer? Do they not want the local derby against Cracovia? I mean, I know we're getting the extra cracker at the moment, but the big one is Cracovia, and the only way we're going to get that is in a cup match next season if we carry on like this, because we'll still be in the BetClic 1 Liga. They need to sort this out. That'll be a throw-in. Yeah, that's gone out of play. That'll be a throw-in to Wisla down the left-hand side. Leave it to Krzyzanowski. We're short on numbers. Gone back to Joseph Colley. Now it's with Geiger. Not a lot of movement for Wisla at the moment. No, it's like they're almost stunned. I would be stunned. It'd be interesting at half-time to see what's going to get mentioned. Anybody going to come out, as a geezer would say, with a boot mark on the back of the shorts because they've had a kick up the arse? There's only one player who will have a boot mark on the back of his arse, and that's the keeper, Lakievich. Not Carbo. Lakievich. He should never have even played that pass to him. It was that bad a pass. He didn't almost get dispossessed. The Tychy player almost got in front of him. That's how close he was to him. And yet he still played the pass. Absolute shambles. Shambles from an experienced keeper. And let's be honest, he's our best keeper at the moment. I don't trust Broder. Tychkan's all right. I'd rather have Tychkan in than Broder, to be honest, because Broder is not the best at playing it out from the back, as we saw in the sparring matches in the mid-season break. Ooh, that's a nasty tackle, that, from Ertehaler. Do you know something? That's the leftovers from an earlier tackle. Yeah, he's going to get a yellow card there, well-deserved as well. That's a leftover tackle from an incident that happened about 10, 12 minutes ago, maybe a bit longer, when Ertehaler got left on the floor. Wasicki comes over there saying to him, "Oh, well done, mate." Oh dear, he's a lucky boy. VAR will look at that, you know, because he jumped in. He's only lucky that his studs were pointing down. He might even get something more sanctioned than that. Would we be any worse off if Ertehaler got sent off? Not much. Not much. All he does is take space on the pitch up. He shows nothing going forward. He's not got any physical stature to compete for the ball. And all these first-time passes round the corner that were coming off, well, now they're not coming off. It just shows what he is, like I keep saying, which is just a normal player. Nothing special. We may as well have Ardit Nikaj on or Duarte in the middle. Normally, if that was Biedrzycki now who was on a yellow card, I'd be thinking, oh, God, he's got to go the rest of this game now on a yellow card. We know he likes a red card, although he's sorted that out now. But if it's to Harlot, I'm genuinely not thinking, well, if he gets a red card, that's going to mess things up for us. It's like playing games with 10 men most of the time. Because Yemke trying to get Duarte down that channel. This will have a throw-in on the halfway line. What's going on in live chat? Jaden said, gifted them a goal. The geezer says, it's it's worse than Anana. Mate, if Anana was doing that, everybody would be all over him, and rightly so. Japeth says, this work got this one. Japeth, fingers crossed, mate. I hope you're right. Thanks for joining us in live chat, by the way. Oh, I've got to turn the volume down as well because there's been a goal. I couldn't tell you which way because I'm slightly behind on my stream. Here we go again. Here we go again. Come on. Redardo. We know where this is ending up because I've heard the noise. Duarte. Redardo's been fouled. The referee says play on, you've got advantage. Crossed into the middle. Kazienka! Do you know what that goal's down to? Do you know what that goal is down to? Some fantastic refereeing. Some fantastic refereeing. Yeah, that's what I want to see. Marius Shop saying to Lakievitz in goal, don't do that against Sunrise. You're going to get the Spanish elbow. You're out. This is where the referee played as a blinder. That's a free kick there. The referee says, I saw it. Play on. Into the middle. Kaziemka. What a header. Past the keeper. We've not done this in a long time, boys, have we? And girls. We've not had the party poppers. Oh, this club. I can feel my face going red. Blood pressure. Blood pressure. How does he stay so calm, Marius Shop? Oh, my word. Oh, my word. Right, we're back on level terms. Don't cock this up now. Yeah, nice smile from the youngster there. The flying winger. Right. We're back level. Do you know, I was hoping for 4-0. I put in the description tonight, I thought there'd be over 2 goals. Over, I think it was 9 corners or 10 corners. And a Wisla victory. Now we've gifted them that goal, maybe we'll switch on. But the best player in that move was the referee by giving us that advantage. Ooh, lovely cross as well for Duarte. Right on the forehead of Kaziemka. Bosh! Straight past the keeper. No problem. No problem. Japeth, you said we got this one, mate. You were 100% right. Frankie James says, yes! Jaden Ward, he says, get in there. Agiza says, I need to hear that pop. You heard it, mate, although my microphone might have cut it out. We're in again here down the left-hand side. Left-handed, and here we go again. Whoop. Replay of the first goal. Duarte across to Kaziemka with, who's this striker? Is it Mark Haitley from the olden days? Is it Peter Crouch using his height? No, it's the diminutive figure of Kaziemka. But when you get an accurate cross, that's what you get. Oh, I'm going to be running out of party poppers at this rate, boys. What a nice problem to have. Look at the fans celebrating. Oh, they don't have to make you work for it. They don't have to make you work for it. Look at this cross again, and it didn't go out. Great positioning as well by Kaziemka. He could have drifted to the back post. Saw the space though. That is where Redardo, you'd have thought, would have been. Redardo had gone to the back post. Great attacking football. Great anticipation from Kaziemka and a great desire to get there first and put that ball in the back of the net. Agiza says, we are the grinder, not the meat, finally. Frankie James says yes. Jaden Ward says another. Boom. Japper says pop. Oh my word. I need to calm down. I'm not normally this excitable. It's just I've been waiting for this for so long. It was so long the break, wasn't it, from December until now, that the sparring matches, the friendly games, they just don't do it. I find myself going into them just thinking, please nobody get injured. Obviously, for Bozic, it didn't quite work out just as he was making that left-hand sided position himself. But we started off poorly here. We've got ourselves back into the game now and a lead. Rooming, breaking down the middle. We've got numbers back there though. That attack's going nowhere. Nicely cleared up. Room down this left-hand side for Krzyzanowski. Signed a new contract. Even though the club were going to let him go for €300,000 less than he was valued at. He said no. So that's why he's here. Kaziemka again. Yeah, that's not a foul, son. Just a bit of good defending, that. Well, I'm going to have to get another party popper ready, I'm pretty sure. There's goals in this game. There's more goals. Because, I said at the start of it, Wisla are making the pitch as big as possible. On the far right-hand side, Kaziemka's got chalk on his boots. On the left-hand side, Duarte and Kaziemka. We're not compressing the play in midfield. We have got confidence in Cabo Belapart and Egbekim in that midfield. They will win that battle. Thrown into the box to Biedrzycki, gives a foul away. Woo! Blimey, blimey, blimey. The geezer says, we just watched Jimmy have quite the swing. Yeah. From despair to euphoria in the space of, what, 15 minutes? Be nice to go in at half-time with at least a lead. Duarte down this left-hand side. Right, calm down, Jimmy, calm down. Oh, blimey, blimey, blimey. Adrian's at the ground. I bet he's having kittens. He's having kittens. He'll be laughing now, though, now that we've got that lead. Joseph Colley back to Biedrzycki. Surveys his options. He'll go across to Geiger. Kaziemka on the ball. Yeah, the defender's not. He still goes around him now. Commits the foul. The referee's letting him go on. Yeah, now he's got yellow cards coming out as well. That'll be. He's got the defender on toast. He still went round the defender there, the fullback, and the fullback gave him a good yard and a half. Jaden Ward says, might need to clean yourself up after that one, Jimmy. Aye. Maybe, mate. Maybe. Japper says, one more goal coming in this half. You've not specified which way it's going to, Japper, if I know where you think, mate. You know we'll be going in at least 3-1 up. Right, Ertehaler. Let's hope his delivery is better than the first one, which was a daisy cutter. Right, here we go. Here we go. Yazda! Yazda! That's a little bit better. Flicked on. Oh, Krzyzanowski just couldn't get in between the two defenders. Appealing for a corner. Referee, when they're not sure, they always give it to the defending team, don't they? That's just what they do. Now, Chicha are going to play it out from the back. This way, are we going to put on a full court press? See if we can force them into that clearance, which is what Lukiewicz should have done. One in the air, but that'll be cleared up at the back by Biedrzycki. Back to Lukiewicz. No messing about. First time clearance. I wonder if Mariusz Shop had a word in his ear and said, look, son, don't mess about with it. Launch it. Do you know, at the end of last season, Lukiewicz had them games where he was making some wonder saves. Absolute wonder saves. Then he made that Horlicks where he did exactly the same as what he's just done to the same player. And he also ended up getting sent off as well because as he had to come out and correct his Rick, that was in the same game. He handballed it right on the edge of I'm going from memory, right on the edge of the 18-yard box. And after that, through playing it out at the back, his confidence suffered. Then his goalkeeping suffered. His shot stopping suffered. I think there was a goal direct from a corner where it went through his hands. It's like his confidence just disappeared. And it all came from his footwork, not his shot stopping. I mean, that's an awful free kicking as well. We've not done the best job clearing it, but you're not going to beat Lakievich from there with that kind of shot. Right, young man. Let's get, put that behind you now. We've got a lead. Krzyzanowski down this left-hand side. The geezer says Jaden is right. I'm sat on my donut as well. Throwing to Biswa down that right-hand side. 37 minutes on the clock, almost. Back with Biedrzycki, back with Lakievich. Don't do anything stupid. There we go, long again. No, nothing wrong with that. We've got the pace with Duarte. Keeper does well. Ooh, that's a bit of a head collision there. Rodado stays down. This will win the ball back. It's with her to Harler, back to Carbo. Spreads it over to his left-hand side to Duarte. When on the right-hand side, there was a simple pass on to Raul Geiger. You need to shout louder than that, Geiger. Look at the ultras in the background there. What a sight that is. I wonder if we'll get a pyro show tonight. Maybe not. Maybe not. Do we want any fines at the moment? No. Going to Wisła, down this left-hand side with Krzyzanowski. Back to Collie. Back to Patrick Lakievich. All right, back to Collie. See, these passes are all right. But if you can see a player is marked and he's going to come under pressure straight away, there's no point in making the pass to him. Nice turn from Rodado there. Should you get in quickly though, dispossess him. I think that's just a collision there. Referee's going to give a free kick against Igbakim. No need for a card. This referee from memory, I think he's pretty all right. He doesn't mind a smile. So, which is always good to see. Attempt to play the ball there, nothing more than a free kick. No need to get your cards out there, referee. Igbakim does well. Kaziemka keeps it in. And it's back with the keeper, Madrik. Got to say for both of Wisła's goals, you can't blame Madrik in Chich's keeper. Just had no chance. Just such perfect crosses. Do you know, and you see them headers, they're easy to miss, aren't they? Easy to miss. You just get a little bit too much on it and it's over the crossbar. Or you mistime it and it comes off your shoulder, and no such thing with Kaziemka there. Right in the middle of his forehead. Bullet headers. Madrik with a clearance for Chicha. Colley's out of position now. We've got numbers back. They're sitting in a little bit, Chicha. Carbo does well enough there, tracking back. Lakievich with a clearance. Lovely for Wisła with that. You know, that's as pleasing to see, isn't it, as a 50-yard crossfield pass. That working for each other. And here, nothing in that. Get up, Duarte. Your mother's watching that, son. Just the 2 yellow cards if you're interested, if you had a wager in that first half. 1 for Erta Harler and 1 for Listovski for Chicha. 4.5 minutes to go until half time, plus a little bit of added on time. Maybe just a minute. Kaziemka cuts inside there. 2 players dispossess him. Are they going to learn, and are they going to double up at every opportunity now on Kaziemka? It looks like it. It looks like it. Is Ardit Nikaj going to get a chance tonight down that right-hand side? Possibly. I think we'd need another goal, and I think we might see Nikaj keep Kaziemka fresh. Are we going to see... Our new striker as well tonight. That's a free kick, is it? No. Referee plays on. Actually, that's a point. I need to go through the substitutes. Who have we got as substitutes? We have got Jordi Sanchez. He is on the substitutes bench. Our 1.9 metre striker. It's only till the end of the season. It's a short-term gig. He's not the future. Age-wise, would tell you that, but he could do a job for us, that is for sure. He's a bit of a unit. Uriga's on the bench tonight as well, which is good to see. I believe I couldn't get the live stream of the final sparring match of the season. Ball over the top there. Too much on it though, straight through to Lakiewicz. Yeah, the final sparring match was 3 45-minute thirds, if that makes sense. And there was no stream of it. The club did put it out that they weren't going to stream it, so I missed that though. I was on my travels in Krakow. And I believe Alan Uriga played, so that's good to see. There's going to be a problem for Marius Shop. A nice problem to have. Let me know what your thoughts are, because I honestly do not have a definitive answer. When Alan Uriga, I spoke about this before, when Alan Uriga is back fit to start, obviously he's not at the moment, but he is on the bench tonight. If you've got Kutwa, Grujic, you've got Kutwa, Grujic, Uriga, Biedrzycki, Ollie. You know, there's 5 players playing for 2 starting spots. Who's missing out there? Who's missing out? For me at the moment, Uriga is missing out. Because I would have Biedrzycki in there. 1, because he can get you a goal. 2, he's got the height. And Grujic, I think, has got more ball skill and playing out from the back, better ability than Uriga. But then he is club captain. Let me know what you think. What are your thoughts? You know, if all 5 were fit, who is starting for you out of all them? For me, it is Biedrzycki and Grujic. Jaden Ward says, Gdanski's leading Cracovia. How bloody good. Yeah, nice, isn't it, mate? Nice, isn't it? This is Cracovia's second game after the winter break. They won the other night. I can't remember who they played against. Was it Piast? I think they won 1-0. But there you go. Oh, that was a little bit of a, must have been a bit of a dive. For some reason, the stream's gone a little bit hazy. So we know that's Biedrzycki. You can tell by the way he runs. Duarte down this left-hand side. Back in the middle to Igbakim. Over on the far side, the space for Kaziemka if we can find him. They're not exactly trying to get tight now on Kaziemka. They're giving him that yard. They're just frightened of his pace and his skill. The thing is, though, if you do let him turn and he runs at you, he can go on the outside or the inside. So you're sort of damned if you do, damned if you don't. Referees added 0 time on at the end of that first half, which is surprising because we had a little bit of a VAR stoppage, didn't we, for the goal. I'm not sure what VAR we're looking at it for. Jaden Ward says, yeah, Tamalika. Where did I see Piast then playing? There was a game kicked off before this one tonight, and it's, I mean, that's hard watching, isn't it? That is hard watching. Right, let's give your ears a little bit of a break. Today's matches, it finished Odropole 1, Pogon Siedka 0. Live standings. Let's have a look. 60% possession, as you can see there in that first half for this one. If this result stays as it is, Chicha drop into the bottom 3. So Pogon Siedka losing tonight against Odra. They're in 13th place. Odra now move above Pogoń Siedlce. So that was a difficult game for both teams, wasn't it? You know, first game back after that winter break, and then you're playing a team you level on points with. Do you know the way this? I don't know what I was talking about before as well. Talking absolute rubbish, Jimmy. I thought they were just above the drop zone, Chicha. So I'm going to have to adjust my description. I don't know what I'd looked at, but they are actually in the drop zone. And it is, you've got Lexner at the bottom, Stal Mialek, who came down from the extra class. They've had an absolute shambles of a season. Shambles. They're on 13 points, one off the bottom. So Lexner on 11 points, Stal Mialek on 13, Chicha as things stand on 13. You've then got a little bit of a gap of 4 points to Pruskov. And in 14th, you got Putcher in 14th place on 19 points. It looks like, to be honest, I know things can change quickly, but the relegation battle this season is going to be between, as things stand, the bottom 5 teams: Putcher, Pruskov, Chicha, Stal Mialek, and Lexner. Stal Mialek are not going to get relegated, are they? Are they? It looks like it at the minute. Surely they'll be able to turn things around. I know they lost quite a few players from when they were in the extra class, but double relegation in 2 years, that isn't good for Stal Mialek at all. Jaden says, oh yeah, we did that one. Yeah, they beat Tamalik Niketsia. Jaden Wall says, help me with my memory here. Did the last time we played this lot, the goalkeeper have a blunder and gifted a goal too? Agiza says, that goal difference is insane. They had better not blow it. Do you know, Jaden, I'm not sure. Do you know when I was reading that you could well be right, mate, because the goalkeeper for Churches sticks in my mind, and that's why I always remember his name, Madrick. That might be why I remember it, because he made a howler against us or something. But I know why I remember it. It's because it reminds me of Mudrick, you know, he used to use at Chelsea. But you could well be right, mate. You could well be right. I've got the game. I wouldn't be able to get back and check it. It'd take me too long. But I should make notes actually when I've done the games, because I keep them all and then I watch them back. Because it's funny. I've said this before, and this is where I go on about Ertehal. Adrian will hate this, me saying this, but I have said it, you know, to him. Agiza says, this keeper will have a boot print on his shorts, but will be a foot taller. Well, I mean, you can't say anything about Madrick for that goal. Just 2 good crosses, 2 good headers. But what's Lakievich going to do? It was interesting when we scored that goal and we saw him talking to Maria Shop on the sideline. Maria Shop was probably saying, yeah, don't do that again. Not in this game anyway. Launch it long, because after that, he was more willing to give it an agricultural clearance. The thing is, they're not all agricultural clearance, are they? If you can put it down the channel, we've got pace down both wings. Can use it as a weapon. You keep playing it out from the back, all teams will do is press on you and put you under pressure. So it's good to mix it up. Anyway, yeah, I was going to say something then, and I forgot where I was going. It was something to do with. Oh, and I'd said before. Oh, sort your head out, Jimmy. Sort your head out. Let's see if we've got any messages. See if Adrian sent anything. He has indeed. Ooh. Shambles, Jim. Sort it out. That's where Adrian. That's the picture that Adrian sent me. Comes through all right. He's in the stadium. He's got ultras over to the right hand side. I wish I was there with him, mate. I wish I was there with you. To the regiment. I wish I was there. I've got to try and. I've got to remember at 9 o'clock as well. I've got to do some work on the fly. Markets will be closing, and we've got an hour's settlement. I've got another channel as well, by the way, guys. If you want to check it out, if you're into your trading or you want to know what we do with trading, feel free. It's called Commodity. Oh, I'm just watching that again. What an absolute shambles. What a shambles. Yeah, Commodity Confidential. The more you see it, the more irritating it gets. It would be more irritating if we weren't in the lead, I'll tell you that. But, yeah, so if you want to get over there, give it a like. We normally get daily videos and updates. We'll have some live stream while I'm at work. Hopefully people can make a few shekels if trading's your thing. There's a lot of rubbish out there at the minute. So the truth about what we do as retail commodity traders and Forex occasionally, it's not glamorous, I can tell you that. But we can make a few shekels, which is what it's all about. Look at that header. Perfect from Kaziemka. I'm wondering if I can put a link to it in this. Will it allow me to? I'm not sure. Let's have a see. Commodity Confidential. Let's see if we can put it in there. Is it going to play ball? Yeah, that's my other YouTube channel we've got going. It's only been going a week and a bit. The other thing I've got to sort out as well is why the volume keeps coming up on the AI. It spoils it for me. That I've got covered up again. Schoolboy error out of practice before I used to do it automatically. Now, slipped up there. We heard the cheer and I saw the goal. Jaden Ward says, no, I just checked. I was thinking when we travelled to play Gornik Lexner and scored that stoppage time winner. Oh, yeah. I remember that. Do you know something? This is where I think I might have been speaking to a geezer about this. When we look back at the start we had to this season and the points lead we got, there was a couple of things where the look of this table now and the start of our season, it could have looked really, really different. There was the issue that we just spoke about where we got the last minute winner. Good shout, Jaden Ward against Gornik. There was also, we picked up the point against, I'm going from memory, but we picked the point up against, it was Biedrzycki with his header, wasn't it? Wisla Krakow. There's been a couple of games where, at the end, we've took 3 points. There was a game where we went behind against, I can't remember who it was, and we said, right, well, this will be a test of now of how good the start's been. And we come back once we've conceded that first goal. And we did. So we passed that test. But, and we've passed that test tonight, up to now. All right, we gifted on that goal. But we've responded well to well-worked goals. Do you know the thing that would have been nice, and I'm hoping we can see it tonight, I'll just get comfy and then... I'm hoping that we can see it tonight. Jaden Ward says, Odra Apole, drawn at home. Yeah, we had a little bit of luck on our side on a couple of occasions, but like they always say, you make your own luck. And I think where we were at the end of the first half of the season before the winter break is probably a fair result. Jaden says we had 3 or 4 games where we struggled after that. Lost against don't say it. Do you know when you're not allowed to? What is it? You're not allowed to say? Is it Macbeth or something? Or you've got to say break a leg for good luck. I think for good luck going forward, we should ban the word Legnica. I think a geezer said the ghost of Legnica. It is just something about that club. But and after the first 4 or 5 games this season, we went to Legnica, didn't we? When they opened the new stadium, that was the first time they played at home. They put us to the sword, didn't they? And after that, we kind of lost a little bit of confidence, I think. We scraped over the line in a few games, and where we were demolishing teams, that was never going to last. I never for 1 minute thought we were going to go through the season beating teams 3-4, 4-1. Not realistic. But I didn't think we'd struggle as much as we did coming into that winter break. And so many teams, Grodzisk, Wisla Krakow, we dropped points, and they did us a favour and reciprocated dropping points. So it could well have been that we could have gone into this mid-season break level on points, or even in second place. It's just nobody really pressed Wisla, and they dropped points at the same time. So we've got away with it. And then you almost feel like, have we got our name on promotion already this season? And all this is just theatre, and it's how it's going to play out because it's written in the stars. I don't think that for 1 minute, but do you know what I mean? Is it like we are going to go up? It's just whether we're going to go up with ease, or are they going to make us sweat for it? Wisla Krakow, they're going to make us sweat for it, aren't they? They're going to make us work for it. Jaden says, the ghost of Legnica. I'm still hurting from that playoff loss. Do you know, it was... I don't know how to describe it. The best way I can describe it is, and it's not very nice, but it was just a turd of a game, wasn't it? It was absolute dog shit all round. And the reason I say that is, it was the nature of the defeat. We could have still been playing that game now, and that ball wouldn't have gone in. There was clearances off the line. There was acrobatic clearances off the line. We hit the woodwork, the post, the woodwork. Keeper making great saves. Blocks coming in. It was just not meant to be. And then to add absolute insult to injury, literally, there was that compound fracture of Mikulek, which was just like, just summed it up, didn't it? Just a real disappointing end to the season. It still hurts now when I think about it. Oh, that's what I was saying before. Jaden says the ghost of Legnica. Adrian says, hi all, he's in the stadium. I hope you're having a great night, mate. I don't know what was going on with that first goal. Absolute shambles. Agiza says, just imagine that happening again with this goal difference sends shivers down my spine. Oh, Agiza, don't. Don't. Oh. Don't do it. Nice. First goal. Just in case he can't listen to me. Frankie James says, hi, Adrian. Bet the atmosphere is brilliant. There's plenty of empty seats there tonight, but I think we've still got around 17,000. I've not seen the official attendance. Right, we're coming back out onto the pitch in the second half. I'll go through the team lineups as soon as I get them. I've got to, at 1 minute to 9 o'clock, I've got to be on the ball for work, so I hope I don't forget. Frankie, if you can give me a shout in live chat, I'll love you forever. I'll love you forever anyway, but you know what I mean. I'm trying to juggle 2 hats here at the moment. 2 2 hats. Just for clarity, I did say 2 hats. Adrian says, it is. Adrian says, don't hear you at all. All right, mate. Jaden Ward says, TV says 20k. Adrian says 21k. That's considering the temperatures. I think that's a pretty good effort from the Wisla fans. Frankie James is laughing. No doubt that's at the 2 hats comment. Frankie says, volume's good. Thank you, Frankie. Uncle Festa's going to get us underway at the any second now. Right, we're off. No, it's just come up with an error. Oh, YouTube Studio. Just as the second half starts. Why couldn't it have done that while we were on half time? Hopefully everything's all right with the stream. I have just put another video out as well tonight on Commodity Confidential. That should have uploaded. I think it went live at 8 o'clock, 8:30 or something. Something like that. Maybe that's why it's just gone error. Everything seems all right apart from that. Going back to what I was saying, why I forgot what I was going to say, then I remembered, then I forgot to say it, if that makes sense, but I've remembered now. I watch these games back when I get a chance, and they often seem very different games than when we're doing the live streams. I think because you get really involved and emotionally involved, you miss little things. But I've said this to a geezer, and I was saying it to Adrian. But when I look back and I see Hala's body language, you see all of the stuff that he does, and it's a lot of it isn't good enough. And I think he knows it himself. You see his body language. Just watch it. Just watch it. Now that I've mentioned it, and if he gives the ball away or it doesn't quite come off, I don't expect him to be happy. But what I'm saying is look at his body language, and it's almost like I think he thinks my days are numbered as a starter. That's the feeling I get. I don't think Murray Shop gets that feeling. He loves him, doesn't he? But Chicher in again. Shot comes in. They made a right haulix of that, and that's probably why they're in the bottom 3. They created the opportunity there beautifully, but then no finish there. Frankie says volume's good. Agiza says get another 2 or 3 boys. Go Wisla. Yep, that would be nice, Agiza. Take the pressure off as well, then we can relax. Frankie's got what's that? Cowboy. Is that Prosecco? Champagne? What's going on there? Long from the back. Is the referee going to know? Referee says play on. Duarte does well there. Plays the ball inside to Hala. Hala does well. Shielding it. Holding it up. Back to Duarte. Do you know, Chicha, that when I look at them as a team, Frankie, you were laughing at 2 hats. I see what you were doing there. There's loads of them about. It was a genuine, I've got 2 hats on. Well, there's so many of them, isn't there? One of the best ones that I saw was at a company that made whistles. And the guy who owned it was called Mike Hunt. We saw the sign, Mike Hunt Whistles. I bet it does. There's so many of them. Grow up. Get back to the football, Jimmy. Right. So, yeah, keep your eye on Hala, especially on games where, maybe not tonight, but on games where we are under pressure and things are not quite going our way. And it's almost like he shrinks and realises he's not going to be the one to turn things around. And that's why I have a bit of a Debbie Downer on him. Or it might appear like that. He's just not filling me with confidence. He's done well there, nipping in front of the defender, out to Duarte. Keeping possession Wisla, giving up territory, but we've still got that ball. 2 hats yet, Frankie James says, steady. Lovely ball there if it comes off from Igbakeen, trying to get Hala through the middle. Defender does well though. Long ball over the top, Lukiewicz. Don't wait, don't wait. That's it. Put your foot through it like he did at the end. He left that a little bit last minute, didn't he? I can see that vein there. When my blood pressure goes up and they get me worried, it starts popping out the side of my head. Nice play down this left-hand side. They've got numbers here as well if they play. That's a nice ball. Krzyzanowski comes across, uses his body well. Nice play that, though, from Tychy. We didn't really see a lot of that in the first half. Just once they played a ball like that through the middle, and it got cut out. And I can remember saying it's a good job that got cut out. And there again, Krzyzanowski on the ball. We're going to have to be, because Rumin's not going to cause us any trouble. Not blessed with massive amounts of pace. Not blessed with great size or anything like that. He can finish, but he's not one that's going to worry you as long as you're switched on. If you don't switch on and he gets in behind you, you could be in trouble. So that's going to be a free kick. The geezer says, he's really giving me a nana chills. Yeah, I know, mate. I know. It was didn't fill me full of confidence. He was betwixt and between on whether he was going to let it go into the area and take it in his hands, or whether he was going to do what he did, which was hoof it upfield. Luckily for him, he made the right choice, and luckily for us. All down that right-hand channel for Kaziemka. Can he keep it in? Yeah, he does, but he couldn't quite get it under control. Ertahal, what can you do? Gets possession back to Geiger. Ridardo's there, isolated. That's going to be a free kick. Is it? No, the referee says no. I thought that was a free kick all day long. Always makes me worried as well when Carbo goes down, because he had that broken ankle, didn't he? Did that right in front of me. Tried standing up and fell straight back down. I'm not surprised. Fair play to him though, trying to run it off when you've got a fractured ankle. Hopefully that's not the same ankle. Do you know, that is a free kick all day long. The referee's slipped up there, letting play go on. Not surprised Mario Shop's having a word with the official on this side, probably saying, well, the ref didn't see it. Surely to goodness you saw it. Put some tape around my wires that keeps wrapping around my foot, and it's just come off, so I'll have to be aware of that. Don't want to be falling through my shed door. Sorry, studio. Yeah, I've got a party popper here. Hopefully we're going to need it in this second half. That, do you know that injury that Mikulek had? When I don't know if you've seen it or the still of it, but where his ankle, you know, from his leg, his ankle, and it's pointing at the wrong direction. Horrible injury. And when Frankie James did hers, it was a full-on mess. Her heel came off and everything, and it's all plated up now and what have you. And she still has issues with it. It's getting better and better all the time, but she still has issues. When that happened, similar to Mikulek, how is he going to come back and compete at the top level of sport, which is what this is? The human body is a miracle of a thing. 53.5 minutes gone. Wisla Krakow 2, Tychy 1. Tychy taking the lead after we gifted them a goal. Playing it out from the back, as we tend to do. Two headed goals, though, from almost identical to each other. Duarte crossing from the left-hand side, right onto the forward head of Kaziemka. Two bullet headers past the keeper, Madrick, who stood still, nothing he could do. Just things like that. When it's 2-1, I'm not feeling too nervous in this game. I feel like we're on top and we've got more goals in us. But this is Wisla Krakow. You only need where we had that clearance then. But if you get an unlucky deflection, Rumin, he will put it in. Baranski will put it in. There's players who can score for Tychy. And then you end up going from looking comfortable and you're walking home saying, how have we drawn this game? So that's why I want another goal. Is that handball? Oh no, it's off his chest. The referee saying straight away. Shot came in. He had a good view of it. So it's always nice when Wisla are playing to get that third goal. Just gives you that little bit of breathing space. Should an error occur, let's say that, or a dodgy refereeing decision, or do you know this game? What are we? 55 minutes gone. There's a lot of room on this pitch now. Not like in the first half where we were making it that way. Both Duarte and Kaziemka chalk on the boots, making the pitch wide. It's becoming a little bit like you attack us, we'll attack you. It's not, like basketball. And we're 55 minutes in. Which is not what we want as Wisla supporters where we've got a lead. It'd be all right if we could keep Tychy penned in, but they are putting players forward. They've committed plenty forward here. So they've come out with a game plan. Keep it tight for the first 10 minutes, then let's see if we can get back into this game, start putting bodies forward. Are we going to sit in as well and try and protect what we've got? I do hope not. Not on 55 minutes. Not when we're top of the league playing a team that's in the bottom three. But you look at that pitch there now. There's a lot of space about. It's like the pace has slowed down. Tychy not putting a press on or anything like that. It's almost like I said, they'll drop in now, not trying to compete in the middle of the park, just letting Wisla have the ball. And that's fine, take advantage of that, but as long as we don't do the same thing and think, well, you've got it, well, we'll go and defend our 18-yard line. You only need a silly handball or, a mistimed tackle, a penalty, you're back on level terms. Let's keep it down this end of the field, keep that pressure on. Geiger in with an interception there. Nice, let's call it a pass to Krzyzanowski. Duarte down that left-hand side, can he put another good crossing onto somebody's head? Puts one in, almost found the left foot of Krzyzanowski. He just overrun it though. Be interesting if we get to see Jordi Sanchez tonight. Plenty of height he's got. Although who needs height when you've got an accurate pass? Nobody was going to challenge Kaziemka for both of his headers. In fact, there wasn't even a defender within a yard of him. That was good to see. But I'd like us to score without having to go down the flanks and putting them crosses in, because it becomes when we can't get through the middle, it becomes our default thing to do: get down the side, cross it in. Be all right now. We've got Sanchez with that height, but goal kick to Wisla. That ball had gone out. It'd be nice if we could start scoring goals through the middle like we were doing the first 4 or 5 games. From the edge of the box, them little flicks and. Duda's good from the edge of the box, isn't he? Either with a shot or them. Oh, is that not handball? Referee says chest. I think it might have just been a little bit too high with that bounce off the turf. It's back with Lukiewicz. We're playing it out from the back. Why leave it till the very last minute? He could have played that ball a good second before Rumin tried getting to him and almost blocked the clearance. Redardo's having a word over that challenge that's left. Is that Duarte on the floor? It is indeed. Still sporting his wing commander's moustache. What happened there? Nothing. I don't know what Duarte's gone down there for, holding his head. I just didn't see anything in that, and I'm not surprised the referee didn't blow his whistle. I don't like it when other players do it, so I'm not happy when Wisla players do it. There was no contact with his head at all. Well, none that I saw. Lukiewicz. In Wisla's goal. Guilty. of giving the first goal away. Has Madrik for Tychy learned a lesson from his opposite number? He will play it out from the back, but it's almost like as a last resort. They do like to go long, and they may as well do. That ball into midfield, plenty of room there now, plenty of space on this pitch, which is all right. That'll be a throw into Wisla down the right hand side. It's all right if you're in possession, but we're going to have to start maybe just tightening things up a little bit, because they'll start taking chances, will Tychy, trying to outnumber us either down the left hand side, the right hand side, which will pull Biedrzycki or Collier out of position. And if they've got them numbers up there, we've seen already they can play a pass through the middle. So it might be a case of when we're not in possession, don't go chasing it into the corners, trying to put a full court press on. Maybe just back off. I'm not talking about into your own half, but just let them have the ball in their own 18-yard box. We've got a height advantage. That should have been a free kick to Ertahal. He got pulled back there. Referee says no. Did anybody in live chat actually put on, if you had 5 starting central defenders available, who are you going for? Ertahal in down the right hand side. Pulls it back to a Tychy player. Who's going to start for you out of the 5? You've got Uriga, Biedrzycki, Grujic, Colley, Kutwa. Who are you starting to? I go Biedrzycki and Grujic. Yeah, as soon as you put your hand on him, he's going to go down Ertahal. It's no point mourning. I wouldn't mourn too much because you're already on a yellow card as well. I mean, that's just professional cheating from Lisicki. But as soon as he felt that hand on his back, what's he going to do? Play the professional game. You go to the floor, the referee's always going to give you a free kick for that. Time we on? We've got 9 minutes. Madrik goes long for Tychy down that left-hand side. A little bit unlucky with the bounce there. Throw into Wisla. 62 minutes on the clock. At what point is Mariuszczak going to think about any changes? Is he going to make any? If he is going to make any, what's he going to do? I'm not convinced at the moment. Maybe long ball from Lukiewicz there through the middle. Madrik out of his area there, sweeper keeper. Look, Duarte was on there as well. Did well, the keeper. Now it's with Igbekin. Pulls it back, trying to find it. I'm not sure who. Maybe Ertahal, but nowhere near finding him. Do we look at? I'm just starting to see some gaps in this midfield. Do we need to maybe freshen it up? Do we need Ertahal? Do we need a change with Ertahal? Maybe Adit Nikaj coming off? Sorry. In midfield, do we need a change for either Carbo or Igbekim? If we do, who's going to come on? For me, I'd be tempted to bring on... Omic. We have... they are going to make 3 changes now, Tychy. Can't blame them. Baranski, Kaiblinger and Rumin have gone off. He's not done a lot tonight, has he, Rumin? But he's not had a lot of service, in fairness to him. Do we look at bringing... Ertahal off, maybe putting Nikaj on through the middle? If we're going to do that, do we think about putting Kavala on? Are we going to see... was Banyovsky on the subs bench? Subs benches: Uriga, Sanchez, Omic, Nikaj, Lelyeveld, Kutwa, Kavala, Duda, Chichkam. Be interesting. What changes is Mariuszczak going to make? If any, surely he will. I think we've won this midfield battle now, so it might be a game for Omic to come on. Show us his shooting prowess. Maybe we keep Igbekim and Carbo on, and we put Omic on a little bit further forward in place of number 7. Agiza says, I agree, Jimmy, or anyone that won't put us through this stress would be good. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely need your beta blockers coming towards the end of the season watching Wisla. Agiza, Frankie, anyone in chat? I just wanted to ask a quick question. Do you know when you put a comment in live chat, can you just put as many in? Will it let you put as many in as you want, as quick as you want? Or does it say you can't post within 60 seconds or something like that? There is a setting that I don't want on there. So that you can literally post as many times as you want, as quickly as you want. And I think I did change it, so hopefully it does work like that. Cleared up by Ertahala. It's back with Geiger. 65 minutes on the clock. Still Wisla Krakow 2, Tychy 1. Don't lose it there. That's a foul, surely. It is indeed. Frankie James says, as many as you want, I'm guessing. If you try and put 2 or 3 through pretty quickly, Frankie, see if it'll allow you to do it. Let's try. Hi. Yeah, perfect. Brilliant. Thank you very much, Frankie James. Throwing to Wisla down that left-hand side. This is what we want now. Let's keep Tychy penned in for as long as possible. Let's keep the pressure on. Be nice to get another couple of goals as well. Send a message out to the rest of the league. I think teams were getting to the point where they weren't really fearing us. And we didn't give him any reason to either. Ronaldo's been a little bit quiet tonight as he wins the ball back, but Ertahal has given the free kick away again. Agiza says, I never had any problem, but I don't use voice to text. Frankie James says, no worries, Mr. J. Okay, thank you both. Thank you. You can give me a nudge in 4 minutes if you don't mind. Geiger gets us back underway. It's with Collie. I wonder as well if we get another goal, if we're going to see Uriga tonight. That'd be a good fillet for the club, wouldn't it? And the players and, you know, everyone around Wisla. See the club captain back in action. I'm guessing we'd remove Joseph Collett. I wouldn't want to bring him on at the moment, though. That is for sure. As well there, Geiger, quick feet with Ertahala. Lovely crossfield pass there too. Kaziemka over on the left-hand side. Nice touch. Krizanovski overlap into the box. At the back, Duarte's got room. Oh, he just couldn't find Krizanovski. Kaziemka at the edge of the box. This is where now look at all the space on that pitch. Look, I mean, they've slowed it down, so they've not done themselves any favours there, Tychy, but they're probably getting a little bit tired themselves as well. I get a feeling Mariushok maybe needs to freshen things up. Maybe get Omic on, fresh pair of legs. We've got Lelyeveld on the bench as well, maybe for Krizanovski. Or Geiger. He can play on either side, can he, Lelyeveld? That was an awful pass that found its destination by luck more than anything. It's back with the keeper. Long ball up to the halfway line. Biedrzycki lets it slip off the back of his head there. Krizanovski comes across. Keeper says he's got the ball. There's no... Was that... Well, for me, that's handball from Lukiewicz, because that's a back pass. Let me know what you think. I know he's slid in, but he's put it back to the keeper. Then keeper's picked it up. Maybe because of the distance, they'll let him get away with that. But that's a back pass because it was a great tackle from Krzyzanowski. The referee said straight away he got the ball. Krzyzanowski down that left-hand side does well after he made the initial mistake to keep possession. Now it's with Geiger. To Harlot. Back to Geiger. Tychy trying to put a little bit of a press on. You can tell they've freshened things up. There's a little bit more energy in that midfield. That's going to be a free kick. That's a free kick all day long. De Silva. I bet his value's gone up. Hey! Agiza says, Frankie, sorry to hear of your horrific ankle injury. I broke my metatarsal on the day of Will and Kate's wedding. But that was just annoying. Here we go, boys. Here we go. Kaziemka is coming off, so I'm assuming that just for now, how's that going to work out? Maybe Duarte will come over on the right-hand side and Ertahala will go on the left. But I think there's another change coming as well. Look at that cheeky little smile from the youngster. 2 bullet headers. Now, I'm not surprised you're laughing, Marius Shop. That's impressive, isn't it? Impressive. Frankie James says, I feel your pain, Agiza. There he is. Number 99. Who used to have number 99? A certain player who went to Turkey, wasn't it? Zwolinski. It's now. Oh, it's in. Oh, it's in. That man, the rubbish defender who's absolute garbage. Oh, no, he's not, is he? Biedrzycki. Biedrzycki. I'm getting used to this smell. Oh, I'm getting used to this smell. That's what we like to see. Jordi Sanchez is there. Did he get the last touch, Biedrzycki, or with the 2 touches? He's claiming it anyway. Don't blame him. Oh, we can relax a little bit. Who? Do you know my eyesight's going? I thought Redardo headed that. Oh no, he came in behind. Do you know why that's a fantastic goal? Jaden Ward says, bloody great goal. Do you know why it was a doubly bloody great finish in my best Australian accent? Redardo cut right across him just as he was going to head it, but he didn't let it take his focus off the ball. What a good finish. Frankie James says pop. Oh, Frankie. I missed the clause. That's all right. That's all right. We've got an hour of settling now. May Future Silver, $77.71. Whoop, whoop. We will buy the Wisla Krakow club. Just trying to look. We are playing with, which is a little bit frustrating now. We're playing with a front 2. We're playing with Redardo and Jordi Sanchez. Why could we never play with Redardo and Ardit Nikaj? That was the other thing I wanted to talk about. We'll just see what happens here. That's going to be a corner to Tychy down the left-hand side. Frankie James says, nudged 1 minute late. Don't worry, Frankie. Much more important that we celebrated Biedrzycki's headed goal. This was 3rd on the evening. We've now got a little bit of margin for error, which we're more than capable of producing an error. Agiza says, by the way, Frankie, I've never forgotten Beckham. I've never forgiven Beckham for putting the rest of us men to shame. What's the hold up here? Oh, the referee's just coming checking, making sure the ball's in the overhanging the quadrant. which it is. And you know something? There's no point in players trying to get away with that, because if a goal comes in and VAR spot that it's not in the quadrant, it just gets ruled out. So you're not gaining anything. Corner comes in from that left-hand side. Decent enough corner. Ertahal has been flattened. Get the trainer on quickly. That was a nasty collision. Nothing more than two players coming together, but he took one for the team there, did Ertahal. Brave as a lion. Yeah, and there's a yellow card coming out, which I think's a little bit unlucky. Kravzik, it was number 20 for Chucha. It's a nasty collision, this. Just look in the middle. Yeah, he was just going for the ball and steamrolled over number 7 for Wisla. Ertahal. Oh, blimey. Blimey. And this weekend, that just reminds me, I think the rugby's back. The Challenge Cup, the mighty Wigan Warriors. I've got to find it as a stream so I can do a live stream, but I'm not convinced, because it's the early rounds, that we will actually get to see it anywhere. In live chat, Jaden Ward says, we need to improve our goal difference, Jimmy. Mate, our goal difference, I'm not surprised you're laughing. I almost fell for that one, Jaden. Almost. We had such a good start to the season. I'd settle now for just 1-0. Well, I wouldn't, because my nerves wouldn't stand it. I'd settle for victories, just victories, whether it's 1-0. And if we get if we score 4 goals and win, we get an extra bonus point now. Agiza's sorting it out with UEFA and FIFA. We came up with a plan to encourage more, to encourage teams to go more attacking. Get rid of these 0-0s. That's all right. Nice touch from Ridado. Holds it up well. Lays it off to Geiger. Geiger's going down the right-hand side now. Fullback comes in with a good sliding tackle. Although did he catch Geiger as well? Hopefully he's not done anything to his Achilles there. He's holding his heel. It looked like just a good sliding tackle. Yeah, he got the ball. Oh, he's gone over on his ankle. He went. That could be a nasty one. That it looked pretty innocuous at first, but he's up. You could see on that replay then his ankle kind of give way. But no, he's going to be all right. Now, referee says it's a throw-in, not a free kick. Nice try. So Geiger, number 34. Agizer's laughing as well. Frankie James says, the poster in his underwear. Jinxed him. Yeah. I did. The poster in his underwear? Oh, he's talking about feet. Oh. 12 inches? Underwear? 12. Am I just going down a completely wrong avenue? Oh, what's going on there again from Lukiewicz? Awful pass out. I mean, we've got that goal difference now, but that's that extra goal which can make all the difference. If we make the mistake, at least we've still got the lead. Frankie James says, no. What are you talking about? A poster in his underwear and a foot. Well, foot's 12 inches, isn't it? Jordi Sanchez on the ball, keeps it in. He's just going to put it out of play because there's an injury. I didn't see that collision. I was looking at live chat. It's Duarte and Birovsky. We are going to see Lelyveld and Kavala, so that's going to be Ridado coming off. Number 9's number will go up. Number 7, Ertahal is coming off. Maybe it's after that heavy tackle. Well, this is going to be a bit of a change around now. So we've got Kavala. Is it number? Oh, Duarte is coming off. So what's the lineup going to be now? Ertahal and Duarte coming off. Kavala and Lelyveld coming on. Are we going to play Lelyveld on the left? I'm not quite sure how this is going to work now. There's going to be another substitution coming soon. So our balance as a team is going to be a little bit on the skew. Lelieville can play on the left or the right of the defence, but currently, as things stand, he's going to be playing on the left. Kavala will be playing in behind. Kavala's going to be playing in behind Ridado and Jordi Sanchez. That's unless there's any more changes coming. Don't know why that picture's just froze. Hopefully. Frankie James says, no. Oh, yeah, you're laughing at a geezer's comment. Oh, I see what you mean. Where he was in his white underpants. I see. Yeah, he had that packed out, or he'd been fluffed up a little bit. We can all look like I'd like to see him on a cold day. You wouldn't want to have your picture tucked then in your white underpants. You'd need the fluffer upper to come round first, or you'd lose your dignity. Frank James says, I've always been told it's sick. The geezer says, that's the standard likely story. This, I don't know what's going on here. This has just stopped. Right, let's have a butcher's. Frankie says, probably Brown at the back. Yeah, that'll be mud from where he slid across the pitch, you know, a sliding tackle. What's going on here? What's going on? Hello? Oh, it's going to make me... Don't make me watch an advert. Don't make me watch an advert. Just talk amongst yourselves for a bit, I guess. We need some of that lift music, don't we, in the background? There's been a technical error. If I do this, it's going to make me go all the way through. Jaden Ward says, red card, Jimmy. You can't get the staff, mate. You can't get the staff. Poor performance. I'll be on the substitutes bench next week. You're going to get your ears blasted out now anyway with some Polish advertisements. We'll catch up. The good thing is, I'm not surprised you're all laughing at me, Jaden and Frankie, but what can I do? The good thing is, it's not coming into the final minutes, and we're under the cosh, and it's can we hang on? Oh, I've got another advert to come after this. Jaden Ward says, but there was actually a red card, Jimmy. Very funny. Very funny. I'm surprised you've not mentioned the test match cricket as well. I've got away with that one. Absolute shocking shambles. What a shower. They had all that support, all the fans. And then they go and put in a performance like that. Frankie James says, Jaden, take over for commentary. Yeah, go on, mate, please. Let us know in live chat what's going on. Geezer says, has anyone noticed a Wisla lead puts this chat in the gutter? I thought you were joking. Who's been sent off? What? I thought you were joking when you said there's been a red card. There has. I do apologise, Jaden Ward. To be honest, hopefully there's no children about. I thought you were taking the piss, mate. I know. Jaden Ward says, I was serious, Jimmy. If it was on this down here, I have that covered up so I can't see it. Who was sent off? Do we know? Harley came off as a substitute, so it's not him. He was on a yellow card. Kavala, he's only just come on as a substitute. Blimey, here we go. Talk about making it. It's Wisla. This vein will be coming out again. Oh, there, Biedrzycki just did enough. That vein will be coming out on the side of my head. Oh my word! What was it? I didn't see it. And was it a bad tackle? Was it a handball? Did he stick one on someone? Jaden Ward says that third goal has proven crucial. It has, mate. And like, this is Wisla. We always need that. We can grab defeat from the jaws of victory as good as anybody. Do you know what the red card was for? I've not seen it. I've not seen a replay or anything. He mustn't have been on the pitch more than a minute before he got sent off. Jaden Ward says, honestly, mate, I turned my head away and looked back and noticed a bloody red card on the scoreboard. I missed it too. Ronaldo doing well in the penalty area there. Can't get a shot away. Trying to work hard to get the ball. Well, do you know something? I don't want to have a go at Mario shot because I like the bloke. But we're down to 10 men, and at the minute we've got Ronaldo and we've got Jordi Sanchez on the pitch. Two strikers, out and out strikers, nothing else. No wing play from Jordi Sanchez. Good to see two strikers on the pitch. Why have we been reluctant to do it before Sanchez came? Why not try it with Adit Nikaj? I've been screaming out for that. Playing with two old-fashioned strikers. No doubt at the end of the game we'll see what Kavala's done, but I'm going to say, knowing Kavala as I don't, personally, but from what I see of him, he's mistimed a tackle. He's not going to turn around and stuck one on someone, is he? Is he? I don't think he's that kind of player. I could see him mistiming a tackle, you know, eager to impress, and he's just gone a little bit over the top. Referee made a good decision there, not giving the foul to Chicha. Biedrzycki pinches 6 or 7 yards as well. Just wasting a little bit more time now. That's it, play the game. 87 minutes on the clock. Wisla now down to 10 men. He'll be joining us late. Kavala sent off because he... I couldn't tell you why he got sent off. We didn't see it. The adverts came on, so we had to refresh the screen. Jaden Ward did tell us. I thought he was taking the piss, if I'm honest. Typical Australian. Biedrzycki there does well. Nice layoff there from Jordi Sanchez, number 99. Don't be thinking Zwolinski's come back. He's just got the same number. Igbakim, Redado. Nice turn there from Krizanovski. Puts one across, trying to find Sanchez in the middle. Nice positioning there from Jordi Sanchez. Reminds me of an old Ian Rush or a John Aldridge. You know, them goal poachers where they're always on the shoulder of the last defender. Or, they're in the 6-yard box. That's what we want. We don't really have that. That's not really Redado's forte. But you can tell, number 99, he's going to get right in there. Almost got in there, Lelieveld. Not quite though. Nice cross comes in, headed clear by Joseph Collet. Head like a 50 pence. That's gone out for a corner, but at least he got there. Jaden Ward says, tell you what, it made me laugh thinking I was giving you a red card for the technical difficulties when I was trying to tell you an actual red card. Yeah, I thought, that's a bit harsh, mate. You hadn't even given me a caution of a yellow. Oh, that'll do. Over the crossbar. Yeah, not even a yellow, and he's a red card. Geiger's holding his jaw. Frankie James is laughing. Referee's having a word with Lakievich there about just wasting a little bit of time. Yeah, we're not playing out from the back now. We've learnt our lesson. We are going long from the goal kick. Thank goodness for that. Probably going to get about 4 minutes, 5 minutes of added on time, I would expect. The referee didn't add a single second on at the start of the first half. Flicked on there by Jordi Sanchez. It's good to see that Marius Jop's not gone defensive. Normally, you'd be taking off a striker, wouldn't you? 4 minutes added on, that's fair enough. You'd be taking a striker off and maybe shoring up the midfield a little bit, but we don't need to do that. We've got Lelyeveld in there. We've got Igbekim, we've got Carbo. Carbo doesn't look like he's running too well there. If you look at him on the edge of the penalty area now, right in the middle, looks like he's... That's an awful cross. Just watch Carbo. He doesn't look like he's moving all that freely. Maybe he's just feeling the pace a little bit. Jaden Ward says, my father-in-law has said he didn't even last 60 seconds on the pitch. Simon Cavala. No, I was going to say, he only just came on as a substitute. Has your dad said what it was, Jaden? Was it a bad tackle, or did he chin someone, or was it like a handball, or... Going long again from the goal kick. Chicha player gets underneath it, does his favour there, right. Jordi Sanchez, edge of the box, left-hand side. Vidado's in the middle. He's holding it up, not panicking. Back to Igbekim. Into Carbo. It's with Krizanovsky. Well, I thought it was going to be Krizanovsky. Igbekim gets in there first. Good to see. Competition to get the ball. The Biswa fans, they've got the scarves out in the background. If you're at home with your scarf on, get your scarves up. I hope you sat there with your football kit on, shorts and everything. You've no excuse, Jaden Ward. You've got the temperatures. Agiza, minus 25. You can put your thermals on. We'll let you off, my friend. Jaden Ward said he almost broke the player's leg. Yeah, probably a little bit overzealous trying to impress. Agiza says, I think he brought up the ghost of Legnica. Yeah, we're not allowed to say that now. We're not allowed to mention it. Jaden says, so it must have been a very bad tackle. Yeah, you can bet he's overstretched or something like that, because he's not normally that kind of player, is he? But we'll see, no doubt. They'll show us the incident once we get to full time. Another corner down that right-hand side. Get off. It's going to be an in-swinger. Deep one. Blimey. Lakievich did enough. He's put it out for a corner again. That's a good corner, that, isn't it? Proper whip on that. We were talking about that earlier. I've seen him palm them into his own goal. You know, go through his hands. He did enough. The thing is, even if we concede now, surely Wisla won't concede 2 in 50 seconds. Deep to the back post, one in there by Biedrzycki. That'll be another corner down the left-hand side. Oh no, he's done the player for diving. Oh, and a red card. Second yellow card. I think that's a little bit harsh on De Silva there. But he's levelled things up and sent him off. I think the referee's had a bit of a murder there. What? No, he was trying to win the penalty off Lelyeveld, but was the contact minimal if there was? Not enough to go down like that, but I wouldn't have been booking him for that and giving him a red card. Not with when time's up now and it's 3-1. Been a bit of a prick there, I think, the referee. Just let it go. Blimey. Jaden Ward says, Jesus, 2 red cards. Yeah, that was a bit harsh. Right, guys, before we go, who's your man of the match? As the final whistle goes. Man of the match, who you going with? For me, there's only one player who can have man of the match. Gotta be. It's gotta be. I'll give you a few seconds to put your things in live chat. I won't look. Who's your man of the match? For me, it's got to be number 51, Kaziemka, with them 2 goals. There he is, actually, just being interviewed now. Got to be Kaziemka, surely. Nice smile on the youngster's face. Nice to see he's had his Barnet cut as well. He was letting it grow during the mid-season break. He was confusing me. He had a mop of hair. Jaden says, agreed, Jimmy. Easy man of the match. Yeah. Not the hardest decision of the night, was it? Also, I mean, you've got to think as well. Great setup by... They were almost identical goals, weren't they? Great setup from Federico Duarte, number 10 for Wisla down that left-hand side. Good performance overall. Still got a few gremlins in there, though, haven't we? You know, the first goal that we give away, we know we've got that in us. We can give a goal away from playing it out at the back as good as everybody else. But looking, you know, if you go through the team now, average player, player averages for performance. I don't think if 6 is the average, nobody's less than a 6. That's for sure. Maybe we'll give Cavallo a 6 just because he came on and got a red card. I think until we see it, you don't know if it's just over enthusiasm trying to impress. If it is, I'll give him a 6 for that. If it's not, and it's something a little bit more nefarious, then we'll give him a 5 because he could have let us down there. Jaden Ward said, if he keeps playing well, he will end up somewhere else in Europe. Well, he's got his contract with us now, hasn't he? If they offer enough money, though, he will be gone. Agiza says, I agree, Jimmy, and it's good to see 3 goals to start the rest of the season. Yeah, it is, mate. It is. It is, and when you think the only goal that we've given away tonight is one that we literally gave away. So, you know, pretty stout at the back. I'm just waiting to see this Cavallo tackle so we can either give him a 6 as an average, or is he going a 4? Because he could have dropped us in the shite tonight. Go on, show us his sending off. 55% possession for Wisla. So it came down 60% it was in the first half, wasn't it? So they came a little bit more into it, GKS Tychy, but you'd expect that. Nothing to lose, have they? So, and we increase our goal difference by 2. So all goes to help. Hopefully it's not going to be a thing and we don't need it come the end of the season. We'll have done it the easy way. We won't have put ourselves through the torture of having to go through playoffs. We don't want that. It'd be nice to still have the excitement. The only excitement I want from this season is, are we going to go up as champions or runners-up? I'd be happy with that. But other games that are coming up this weekend now, let's have a look at round 19. Round 20. Who is playing who? In live chat. Agiza says, well, I'm not giving the keeper a 6, and I don't remember him really having to make any saves. I would give him a 6 as an average. He did what he needed to do. He made the mistake, dealt with the corner at the end. He managed to put it behind him and didn't let it affect the rest of the game. He learned from it, maybe after having a word from Marius Jopp. So I would say I'd give him a 6, an average. Agiza's a little bit more harsh. I think Agiza would give him a 5? Not a 4, surely, just for one mistake, although it cost us a goal. Jaden Ward says, don't forget your work at 9, Jimmy. I know Frankie was supposed to be giving me a nudge at 9. I looked down. It was when we scored our goal, so I forgot all about that. I missed it by a minute. As it does, we're just going through settlement now anyway, so we're not going to, there's nothing going to be happening exciting between now and 10 o'clock in the UK. I'll tell you what is exciting. Just before we came on air, I don't know if you guys trade the markets, look at the markets or whatever. Lots of movement in the US dollar basket, lots of movement in 10-year treasury bonds, all because on Sunday, Japan go to the polls, don't they? We're going to get a new prime minister. Might be the same prime minister, but renewed and maybe not in as much of a coalition. They are then going to come out and they're going to defend the Japanese yen. That's going to be interesting for sure. So if you do trade the markets from 9 p.m. UK time on Sunday evening, have a look at the FX markets because there could be a lot of movement. Also, they are going to raise interest rates. Don't fall off your chairs. It's only been like, 1980, so we're going, 45, 46 years where they've had low interest rates and no inflation. No, they're going to start raising. They're going to start raising interest rates. So the FX markets could be all over the place. Could be a good time to make a few shekels. We shall see. But so that's going to be interesting on Sunday. Agiza says you're a charitable man, my friend. I'm thinking you're right, Agiza. I'm thinking you're right, mate, and I'm just trying to not knock his confidence a little bit. Not that he's going to watch this anyway, but he did everything else okay, apart from that one mistake. But thinking about what you're saying, that one mistake could have cost us. So do we give him a 5 instead of a 6? Should we do 5.5, just under average? I don't think we can have 5.5. You've got to either go for the 5 or a 6. Be a man about it, Jimmy. Be a man. Right, I'm changing my mind. You've convinced me, Agiza. I'm going with a 5. I'm going with Agiza on this one. I think I was being too generous, but I didn't want to damage the lad's confidence. But we can only go off what we see. Nailing me colours to the mast, Agiza. 5. He's having a 5. Jaden Ward says, crypto rebounded big too. I've been buying into the dips. Mate, I said, I don't touch crypto. It's just not my thing. I'm a commodity and forex trader, but crypto, I said at Christmas, if it breaks 102, look out. If it breaks 92, look out, because we're going down into the 60s. And that's where we are. It'll rebound. It will rebound nicely. The only thing we need a drop in interest rates. We definitely need interest rates down because liquidity is going to dry up in these markets and it's going to cause a big issue. The new Fed chair, Wash, what's he going to do? He's going to do what Donald Trump tells him, isn't he? Otherwise, he won't have got the job. He's supposed to be a bit of a hawk. We will see. We will see on that one. But it's interesting times in these markets, that is for sure. Right. What a night we've got there. First game after the break, under our belt. Thank you so much to everybody who's come in tonight. Adrian, thanks for getting in touch with me from the stadium. Agiza, Jaden Ward, and Frankie James, of course. We also had somebody new in live chat who I don't know who it was, but thank you ever so much for joining us. Was it, let me have a look back, then I don't butcher your name. It was Japheth. Or Japheth. Not sure how you would pronounce it, so apologies for butchering your name. But thank you for joining us in live chat. You're more than welcome. Your contribution was appreciated, as was all of you guys. Jaden Wall says, Australia are raising interest rates. We just went up 25 bips and probably due another 2 or 3 rises. Inflation is around 3.8% here. Mate, I saw it the other night when it came through. I was watching it on the tapes while I was in bed. And I'm not surprised. They're not going to be the only country to do that, you know. There's other countries around the world where they are going to have to sort out their interest rates. I don't want to go off on a tangent here now because I'll talk markets, politics. It's my bag. I can talk it all night. But wrap your heads around this one if you didn't already know. Switzerland still has pretty much 0 interest rates. And now they've got the cheek to say it's causing them a problem on the world stage. I should think it is. I should think it is causing you a problem. If you're getting inflation with zero interest rates, where are you going next? You're going negative. The thing is, if you go negative, in theory, it's a bank bailing, because the money that you've got in your bank, you then have to pay the interest on it to the bank, which is, to me, it's a bank bailing. So I'm sorry, Switzerland, don't be moaning about having zero interest rates when the rest of the world is paying what? In the UK, we kept ours the same yesterday, our gilts, 3.7%, 3.75%, sorry. Europe kept theirs the same, so don't be moaning about zero interest rates. How do you think Japan's gone on? They've had interest rates and no inflation since 1980, something or other. And now the dollar-yen trade, that's got to unwind, which is in the trillions. That, it used to be great. Borrow in yen and pay no interest or hardly any interest on your borrowings, then go and buy bonds and treasuries that were paying like 6 and 7%. You couldn't get enough. You couldn't get enough yen. Now that's all gone down the Kermit. That dollar-yen trade has got to unwind, and there's still a lot to go as well. Interesting times. It's so exciting. It's a shame we have to sleep because there's not enough hours in every day to do everything that we want to do. In live chat, Frankie James says, great to chat. See you soon, guys. Jane says, take care, Jimmy. Take care, Frankie. Take care, team, sorry. And Agiza says, we will see you tomorrow. I'm worried about Frankie's Argyle a bit. Yeah. Oh, we're just seeing this again. I can't watch that without getting angry. What a stupid pass. What a stupid pass. Yeah, Argyle giving up the points, didn't they, last time out when they had that 1-0 lead. That's football for you. But I will be back tomorrow, by the way, 4 o'clock, UK time, that is. Football special. All the goals from around the UK and Europe as they go in will be in front of Sky. Hopefully see you tomorrow, Geezer, if you're in there and you're at a loose end, mate. You're always welcome. It's always good to chat. Right, I am going to go. We've had a great opening to the second part of the season. Wisla Krakow 3, Chut 1, 2 red cards in the game. We didn't see Cavaliers because we had a pause in the stream. This was the first goal. Kaziemka sneaking in at the back, bullet header past the keeper. His second goal was almost a carbon copy. It's just he got a little bit further forward towards Duarte, towards the camera. Still the same outcome though. Didn't mess this one up. Another bullet header. Referee did great there by allowing the advantage because there was a free kick given. He could have given Ronaldo, but he allowed play to go on. Fullback sleeping there, isn't he? Little Kaziemka snuck in. Became there. This was for our second goal, winning the ball. Lovely, a little bit of luck there, but Duarte once again pulling it back. Johnny on the spot. Kaziemka, bullet header past the keeper. Geezer says, bye Frankie, Jimmy, and all. Take care. See you later, Geezer, mate. Have a great evening. Try and stay warm. Right, I am going to go. Little bit of work to do now before the close. Don't forget to have a look at my other channel, Commodity Confidential on YouTube. If you're into the markets, all things money, you want to know what's going on, join me, Jimmy James, and see what my days are like as life as a trader. We can relax now. The first one is out of the way, 3 points in the bag. All that's left for me to say is, I am Jimmy James. You've been watching Catch It Live First. Thanks for joining me. I will be back tomorrow. Check out them notifications. I'll see you soon.